Hey, what's up guys? Tech for Dummies RB here with a new tech news today. I'm sorry I haven't been here for the past couple of days. I was focusing on schoolwork, but today's going to be an episode of Tech News Today. Tech News Today is a weekly segment where I would take the news and I round it up all in one segment and I bring it to you guys here on the channel. So this week, I'm going to be using my trusty Samsung Galaxy Tab. I'm going to be talking about the Apple iPhone 5s and 5C launch event, which was today, the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 launch, and a bunch more stuff. I'm Tech for Dummies RB. Let's get started. Welcome to Tech News Today. I'm your host, Tech for Dummies RB. Let's get started with the news. So in today's news, we got the Apple iPhone 5s event along with the iPhone 5C. Now what I like about this event is that they're actually taking a turn in the right direction this time. Before they were not taking a turn in the right direction. iOS 7 was a good version for the beta version. However, I still did not like that it still had a 4-inch display instead it could have had a 4.3-inch display. I don't know, maybe some consumers, they do not want to have a big display, or maybe Apple, they were just thinking correctly. I really don't know. I cannot speak for Apple, but I really think they should have put a bigger screen on the iPhone 5. Now on the iPhone 5s, you could actually find the same 4-inch screen. It is still Retina display, but they've improved some features so that you can have a new device, and if there's any important specs that you want to improve, they actually listen to you through surveys, and they listen to you through the comments, and that's how they make all their devices. They look through all the feed and see what they can do and see what fits that device the best. So it does have a dual flash now. So if you want to look at a flash, you got a flash right here, you see right there, you got a flash on this iPhone, and it's almost like a flash right here. They both do not have dual flashes. Only the 5 has a dual flash, but the 5C is going to be covered later on. So this new dual flash feature is supposed to actually help you with better lighting and better new features with your camera. So I like that they're doing that. New 2-megapixel FaceTime camera that still does shoot in HD. I'm glad it's very much more improved that you can actually now shoot in HD whenever you're recording, say, a vlog or a self-narration. You can actually just take this FaceTime HD camera, chat with your friends back and forth, and the quality won't look crappy like it's on the iPhone 4. The iPhone 4's quality is not that bad, but I'm glad they've improved it now to be HD. Now you also do still have that 4-inch display again. It is just basically the same display, but they just made it better. And iOS 7 is coming out in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 has now launched. It launched in IFA last week. I was covering that news. It launched in IFA last week. I'm sorry I wasn't there to be. Honestly, I would have went. And I really would like to cover all these devices. However, I did get a couple of specs. This thing does have a 5.7 whopping display. They did bump it up 0.2 inches as they always do every Samsung Galaxy Note. On this first Samsung Galaxy Note, they had 5.3 inches, was supposed to starting that phablet line. Then they had the 5.5-inch Super AMOLED HD display, which led the LG Optimus G Pro make a 5.5-inch display, and now Samsung is right on top of Apple right now. You can actually see them having a 5.7-inch display right there on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, so it'll be real good, real crisp, and for all you smartphone users, this is the closest pretty much you'll get to the Galaxy Mega without actually breaking your pockets. Right now it's only available internationally, but I can give you some specs right now that I did get from offline, and I did watch a little bit of the IFA coverage from different channels, and I combined all this. So thanks to all that, Android Authority, Tiny Galaxy, and also Techno Buffalo and Phone are all covering this footage. I did get a couple specs, so thanks to them. This thing does have a 5.7-inch 1080p display, approved display from the 720p display that was mentioned on the Galaxy Note 2. We also have a 2.3 GHz processor that has 3 GB of RAM, which runs smoothly along with Android 4.3 Jelly Bean and TouchWiz Nature UX for the user interface. Now, it's running the latest up-to-date Android 4.3 software. You may see a couple of tweaks and differences than from when I did my Android 4.2 Jelly Bean review. You may see a couple of differences from that, but otherwise, it's almost like the Samsung Galaxy S4. Has that nice big display, and it actually does come with a little S Pen that still pops out, and you can still use it to tap on the display. But now they got this thing you can hover over it, and you don't even have to touch the screen. It'll just hover over it, and it's almost like a sensor on the screen. So if you go ahead and check out my Samsung Galaxy Gear impressions, you're going to see that the Samsung Galaxy Gear is only right now for the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. If you do plan on picking up your Galaxy Note 3, and instead of buying an expensive smartwatch, go out and get the Galaxy Gear, please. They sell it very much cheaper than Apple. It also does have a 13 megapixel camera with 1080p HD video with dual recording, so you can record with the front and the back camera at the same time. It's almost like you're doing editing right there. And I like that you can do dual footage. It's really nice because if you have dual footage, somebody can see your impressions in the front, and they can actually see the back of the camera of what you're recording, and you don't have to do any editing at all. So basically the Galaxy Note 3 is the Galaxy S4. It's just a little bit different with that bigger screen again. Instead of having a 5-inch display, it has a 5.7-inch display. Android 4.4 KitKat has launched. I thought Android 5.0 was going to come next. And now KitKat is actually signing up with Google, and now they're selling Android KitKats. I didn't happen to pick up one myself, but boy, would that be delicious. Droid. So basically, I love that they actually did this because it's so funny that they have an Android bar. It's not lime green, it's chocolate. So this will remind you a little bit of ice cream sandwich. But make sure to check this out in stores. They're a little on the expensive side right now, but I bet you can pull them through from retailers.
Hey guys, please thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment below. Say what you think about this video. I'm Tech for Dummies AH, and I approve this message.